A little late. Got traffic from the supermarket trying to get all my stuff, and of course, they didn't have what I needed, so I had to go searching for it. Yeah. Crazy, 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 crazy. So, yeah, needless to say, it has been one heck of a morning, but I am here. Yay. And yeah, okay. So let's get to cooking. I'm gonna do some rice with a beef stir fry. So of course I left. I was in such a hurry to get the Starlink up and to get the computer going and everything else. So I have to go back inside and bring all of the groceries back out here. So let's do that. Okay. Groceries. Okay, well, Starlink is starting to act up now too, so yay for me. All right, so we are doing a beef stir fry with rice, over rice or whatever. Could not find bean sprouts that are fresh, so I have canned. Water chestnuts, the same thing, canned. Um, Dessert, ding dong. They didn't have bok choy, so I had to get some leafy green romaine. So that's what I'm using. And some carrots that were already julienne. So, yeah. I love it. They call it matchstick carrots. It's called julienne, guys. Did get some chives though. Yay. And I did get some meat, which I got the boneless beef short ribs. So that's what I'm going to use. So the only thing I am missing is my soy sauce and my aji shofu. Okay. So, anyone here yet? I don't know if anyone's here, but that's what I got. So I've got the canned water chestnut, the canned bean sprouts, leafy greens. Couldn't find sweet bok choy, so I've got some green romaine, and I've got some chives that we will cut up, and we've got the um, boneless short ribs. So for our meat and our carrots. So I guess we're gonna get to cooking. Oh, anybody here? Ooh, anybody here? Hello, hello. Anybody here? Little late. Traffic was not very kind to me, but I'm here now. So I guess I'll just get to cooking. Right? Oh, hey, Ivan. Ivan's here. How you doing? Yeah, a little late. And now Starlink wants to you know, be a pain. I'm doing great. What you making today? I'm doing a beef stir fry with over rice. That's what I'm cooking today. So, yep, I'm couldn't find a lot of the things. I couldn't find my bok choy. I did get water chestnuts and bean sprouts in a can. I've never had in the can. Usually I can find these pretty fresh in the Asian market, but the Asian market for right now for me is about 2 hours away. So that's not happening. Did get some chives, some julienne carrots, and we're gonna have some romaine lettuce for the leafy greens. Um, and boneless short ribs. That's what we're cooking today. What you cooking? Sounds fabulous. I'm paying attention. Yeah, well, I gotta get the soy sauce and the aji shokisho, which is my Japanese salt and pepper seasoning, and one splenda. Yeah, and that is pretty much my secret ingredient. Wink, wink. So it doesn't taste too salty. Because if you're just using soy sauce, it becomes just a little bit too salty. So using like a half a packet for one person, or if this is pretty a lot of much of food. So I'm going to be doing half a packet of the Splenda to take away some of that salt. Now, if you want a sauce, you can put a little couple pinches of flour into it to make it sort of a thicker sauce. Now, you can make a marinade. You can use teriyaki sauce in a bottle. Usually, I make my own, which is soy sauce, brown sugar, and green ginger root. Um, and then you can marinate your meat before you cook it, and then the sauce from that goes over rice. Oh, so good, so good. But I don't have those today. I'm thinking doing a shrimp stir fry with black beans. Ooh, black bean, mini corn, water chestnuts. Emptying the cupboards for my very self next month. I know. I'm. I am literally packing everything to go to my journey north, which I leave in a couple days. So, yeah, I'll be making a lot of videos and everything else about the whole beet harvest experience because I know a lot of people are curious about it. So I'm leaving, taking 3 days for a 21 hour trip. I'm not gonna push it. I'm gonna take my time. I'm not gonna drive 13, 14 hours a day. That's just crazy. I don't like it. So I think 7 hours, stop somewhere, 7 hours, stop somewhere, 7 hours, stop somewhere. Um, but I might just, except Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'll probably get there about Monday around 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So not too early, but enough. I have to check in Monday, the 23rd, as my orientation is the 24th. So that's all going to be happening. So I totally know about cleaning up. How far north? An hour south of the Canadian border in North Dakota. How's that? That's pretty north. I'll be in Drayton, North Dakota. But I will be camping in Minnesota, which is right across the river. So it's like close. Craziness. Yeah, but I'm literally like an hour Canadian border. So maybe to Saskatoon to see Pleasure Way, the actual factory where the Tofino was made. So that was, that's Fuzzy. She's a Tofino, Pleasure Way Tofino. So that seems to be where I am going. That's a beautiful beauty of a van life. I sleep in the bed. I mean, yeah, in the back seat of my truck. So I drive 11 plus hours. I usually make mesquite by the end of the second day. I mean, I have gone where I've done 21 hours in like 2.5 days, but literally I'm like driving 14 hours, 7 hours or 8 hours one day, and then the rest of it, most of it the second day, and then 4 hours for the last day. Um, I don't know if I'll do that again because 13 hours driving is a lot. Uh, so I kind of want to break it up. That's why I'm leaving Friday. But I don't know like when on Friday I'm leaving. I don't know if I'm going to leave early morning or if I'm going to wait a bit and then leave Friday afternoon. Um, but yeah, that's the beauty part of van life. You go when you want. If you want to drive the 13 hours, fine. If you don't, it's no big deal. All I know is I have to be up in Hallbrook, Minnesota to check into the campsite by the end of business day on Monday, the 23rd. So I've got from Friday to Monday to get there. So yay. I don't want to you know, bust my brain to go that far. Where are you going? When are you going to Saskatoon? I'm a little over an hour away. I will probably be leaving at the end of my sugar beet harvest. So whenever that ends, I'll probably take the trip up to Saskatoon because I'm so close. I'm like literally an hour away from the border. And I don't know how far it is from Drayton, North Dakota to Saskatoon. Um, I don't know yet. It's still if it's snowing though, no way. I'm going back south, but um because I don't know when Canada really gets its snow. I know, the East Coast usually gets it around January, mid-December-ish, but I don't know when Canada does, so we'll see about that one. Oh, that's right, you are in Canada, Ivan. And you're headed down to Q? Is that where you're going? Heading south to Q? Let me get this rice started, otherwise it's not gonna get started. And I'm missing water. Great. I'm back. Water. Did it follow me? No, it didn't pick me up. Oh, I love this thing. Don't I love this thing? Come on. Here you go. You found me. Okay. There is my See, that's a beauty part of everything. I was in such a hurry and I didn't get set up for it. So now I am missing my measuring cup. Be right back. find it. No, we're just going to do the trick. One cup to 1.5. I think that's too much water. I overdid the cup. I overdid the cup. Okay. Yep. We got the rice going. I drowned the cup. All right. Whew. Come on. All right, let's see what we got. I'll be in queue October 27th, depending on the weather. Yeah. Oh, it's always dependent on the weather. I don't know when the beet harvest will end because we don't know when we're going to start. So it's up to Mother Nature whether we're going to actually, start on the 1st, or we have to wait a couple days until it gets to be the right temperature to harvest the beets. I don't know. This is all new to me, so it's going to be a new adventure for me. I've never done the beet harvest, never, did the work camp thing. So, yeah, that's what it's looking like. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on. All the ingredients. All right. Alrighty. Side. What you're going to do is you're going to cut your meat into strips. So that way it makes it easier to fry. Okay, now I will take probably 3 chives. Now cut those into a good, like, so it's not going to be like chopped finely. Okay. So this is going to cook with the meat. Whew. Hot. It's like 90, it's still 90 some degrees here in Texas. It's like, geez, can I get any hotter? Uh, I am so looking forward to Drayton, North Dakota, because I mean, they're like in the, low 80s, high 70s, but the humidity is not that bad up there. Oh, hey, Tim's in the house. Beef stir fry over rice. Yummy. Yes, it is for the bok choy. It is a substitute because they didn't have bok choy. They didn't even have cabbage that was decent looking. Um so I will use part of the romaine hearts and use that as the leafy green. That'll be the last ingredient because it'll obviously cook quick. Veggies, yes, I've got some chives in there. I've got carrots and I've got canned bean sprouts because that's the only thing I could find, and canned water chestnuts because that's the only thing I could find. It's 95 degrees here. Are you serious? I'd be having popsicles for lunch. Trust me, I know, right? It wouldn't be so bad if I actually had a proper kitchen in Dasherville, but I don't. So we're left with what we got. That's why I cook outside because I don't want the heat inside. Um, the my inside of Dasherville. But I've now just finished sealing up all of the seams around the building. So when it starts to get cold, the little critters don't decide, my little tomodochis, which are in Japanese for friends. My little friends don't come in the house because they're seeking warm place. Um, so I silicone sealed everything from the metal to the concrete, so there's no more gap there. And on my door has spray foam insulation around the doors, so it keeps everything pretty much good to go. Now the garage door will be here October 9th through the 23rd, somewhere around there. So then she will be all set. I can build in the walls and everything else later. But this is what we got. So it's kind of a thrown together kind of lunch, but hey, it is what it is. It's what you're getting, guys. This is what I'm eating. That's what so be it. Okay. I don't even have my sesame oil, which I normally cook a stir fry in sesame oil because it gives it a little bit more flavor. But my sesame oil is still in a big container. Haven't put it into a jar yet. So I really can't use it. Because it's a big, huge, I can't pour just a teaspoon of it. Oh yeah. Do it all the time. Stir fry is a stir fry no matter what. I mean, even if you have to heat stuff, it's actually if you put some more vegetables in there and everything else, I mean, it's like it's delicious either way. So I agree. Leftovers are great. Okay. So I got my chives off. And then what I'll do is the last bit, when I put in the lettuce, I'll also put in some more chives. But I'm going to cook with 3 chives for flavor. I don't know. I've never had canned bean sprouts. I've always had them fresh. But like I said, the Asian market is too far away, and yeah, that's not going to happen. Okay. They're supposed to be white, and they're kind of see-through. All right, this will be interesting. Butter chestnuts too. Okay. Same thing. They're supposed to be white, and they're like translucent yellow. Well, they're crispy. All right. Well, we'll give it a try. All right. Salt, pepper, and soy sauce, and I think we will be ready to cook this up probably in about a few minutes. I'm going to have to wait for the rice because stir fry doesn't take much. It doesn't take very long for it to do. Probably like 5 minutes or so, because I don't like my meat to be like well done. So I like to have a little chew in it. So 5 minutes is probably all I'm really going to need to do the stir fry. So let me get some soy sauce and salt and pepper. Hey, the love bugs are out. Whew. Okay, what do we got going on? You guys can hear me, right? Everything's good? Everything's still okay? No? Yeah? Maybe? Okay, so here we go. We, yes, okay. We're good. Okay. Thanks. Because it's always a crapshoot 50-50. You know, of how this is all going to work. I literally had been racing around. Obviously, I would have had all this already set up, but Fuzzy's registration uh expired in June, and she'd been locked up in here. So this morning I went to go get her inspected, and then I went to go register it, and the registration place was closed until 1 o'clock. I'm like, well, that ain't gonna work. So then I ran to the grocery store to pick up what I needed and then came back here. And of course, I couldn't find anything. They didn't have anything. So I had to make substitutions, and oh my God. So was a little late. Doing all changes. What? Oil change. Hey, I know that's what I'm going to be doing. Oh, Van Gaal. Hey, what's up? What's up? Tours in the house. Getting ready to go meet up and then back to California. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I'm leaving in 2 days for North Dakota. So Zeus is coming with me, and Lucky is staying with Auntie. So, you know. Okay. I got greens, I got yellows, they're orange, white, meat. Okay. Missing oil. I can never find anything when you need it. Literally, I have torn apart Dasherville, have unpacked about 30 boxes and put things away and started actually organizing because I had to go around the corners to seal up everything. I went through boxes to make sure I take what I needed. Had to find my winter clothes because I don't know if I'm working night shift or day shift. I don't know any of that. I know where I'm going as far as where I'm staying at, but I don't know anything else. So I won't know that until orientation on the 24th, where we'll go to, the piling site probably. We'll do all the paperwork, the I-9 and all that stuff. So, yeah. So needless to say, I'm like trying to organize. I haven't gotten to the food yet to get all the oils and everything. Story of my life. I know, right? Seriously. I hate that. I seriously. And then it shows up right after the live. Watch, it'll show up. I'm like, you got to be kidding me, right? There it is. I know you have to be. Well, like I said, didn't have enough time to get prepared because I was trying to get Fuzzy registered, and then the grocery store didn't have everything that I needed, so I had to make substitutions and had to find it in the store. Um, yeah, that just wasn't happening. Wasn't working out for me today. Then I had to get Starlink up when I got here. Yeah, it's been fun. It has been like that. Okay, so let's get to cooking. Okay, so as you know, I don't have oil, so I'm gonna let the meat and oh, come on. Oh, you know what? I'll bet you 10 to 1. It has not been following me this whole entire time, huh? Because I haven't selected the right one, right? Yep, sure enough. Now you guys can see me. See? Jeez. Oh my God. You guys are like, what the heck is going on? Oh my God. Oh Lord. I found a favorite paring knife yesterday that I haven't been able to keep for 6 months. I know, right? It I literally cleaned out Fuzzy entirely just to repack her because I don't know what was in there, what was left, what was not. I hadn't even been in Fuzzy for like 3 months. She'd been sitting in the garage. I mean, God only knows what I took out of her to use in Dasherville. So I decided to just take everything out and then just repack her accordingly because, you know, let me see if they actually have the DJI mic. No, of course not. Wow. That's why it's been all crazy, huh? Hello, hello. Oh, let me tell you. Camera's on Osmo. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Yes. Okay. One. Oh my gosh. Anyway, all right. So now let's get to cooking. I was like, why is this not following me? Now that's better. Isn't that better? So much better. Actually, I'm going to use this one. Not going to have it on high heat. I'm going to have it on medium heat. Okay. No, everything does not have to be cooked on high, everybody. So I'm going to let the pan heat up for a little bit while I get everything all sort of organized anyway. So I've done sliced up my meat into strips. Okay. They're pretty hefty. I've opened up my water chestnuts and my bean sprouts. I've got carrots and greens. Yeah, this will be way last. But greens are greens either way, as Tim said. So, oh. So I'm going to heat up the pan a bit so it gets it gets enough to where it sizzles. I have my soy sauce. I have my ajishokasho, which is a Japanese salt and pepper seasoning. That's the only best way to describe it. Best way to check it is just doing a few drops. Yep. Pan's hot. So now we're going to put in the meat. And some chives. We're going to season that up with some salt and pepper. Now I'm going to let the meat cook for a little bit before I add a little bit of soy sauce, because once that happens, it's going to act like a coating to your meat. But I want to make sure that my meat is cooked enough. There goes my towels. Now, what's nice is that soy sauce is going to marinate in there a little bit with the meat while it's cooking. And I forgot the sugar. Okay. Didn't pick up. Guess what? We ran out of propane. That's awesome. Boy, it's one of those lives that if anything could happen, it does. I'll be right back. This is when you know it's real, guys. I'm like, what happened? Where's my sizzle? What happened to my sizzle? Oh, no propane left. Whenever you change a bottle, make sure that your connections are always tight. All right, let's try this again. There we go. That just marinated for a little bit. We'll say that much, right? There we go. Now carrots take a little bit longer to cook, so I usually put those in next. This is what we are looking at. Well, I can't really show you, huh? I don't want the juice to come out. But you'll see it at the end product. And the best part about cooking meat is meat does have water in it. So it's going to give you enough water for cooking. And because these were also canned in water, this is going to add to it. So all right. I'm going to add some bean sprouts into this. And some water chestnuts. Now you can use soy sauce, but you can use teriyaki sauce. You can use, whatever kind of sauce you want, mesquite. Again, this is just like a, what do you call it? I mean, it's not one that you have to always do. Like I'm a gamache cooker, whatever I've got is what I'm making. So I don't use anything by a recipe. I consider it like a base to the things that I like to eat. So that's what I'm going to cook. Add a little bit more salt and pepper into this mix. And now that I've got a lot of good juices going on, I'm going to add half of a pack of sugar. I use Splenda, but you can use whatever you want. This is going to take some of that soy sauce salty acid taste away and kind of soften it. Again, if you use teriyaki sauce, you don't have to because it has its own sugar into that. Okay. Last but not least, we are going to add some of those greens. Maybe one more onion or so. Now, some of these will be raw. I don't mind having raw onions, so that's just going to be a little bit for the color. Oh, looks good. That's my rice, still cooking. Hey, I'm gonna turn off my heat. And I have a pan cover. Actually, let me turn that around. Oh, look, the rice cup. I did have it out here. And now we just wait for the rice to finish. And then that goes in. I turn it off, and what I'm going to do then is I will flip it over, and basically you can have it over rice, or you can have it the rice bowl, and then pick from the meat. You can do it that way. Let's see what we got. It's pretty cool. What kind of camera is that? GoPro? No, it's it is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So yeah. I haven't told you how grateful I am to experience your technical abilities regarding cooking. I hate Chris. I introduced you a bit of Asian flavor and easy recipes. Thank you. Yes, it's a base. Everything is a base. You know, Asian cooking is not about um, anything. A lot of the times, what happens is, especially in Japan, they will cook everything in the morning, completely everything in the morning, and then they will leave it out, and they pick all afternoon, all day. They they pick everything. They'll just pick this a little bit of rice with this, or this, or this, and then they eat it, and then they're on their way. They may warm it up, using a pan or something like that, but pretty much the majority of the cooking is done in the morning, and they pick all day. So whether it's fish, whether it's soup, whether it's, whatever. And but it's always a base. It's nothing that's really too complex. So, you don't have a lot of time to be cooking all day. 3 meals a day. So they only cook once, and then they eat throughout the whole day. Now, sometimes they will have, if it's a special event, they will cook a separate dinner. But for the most part, everything is done. A lot has to do with it. Like back in the day, the farmers would be out in the rice fields all day. So they would be in the rice field, come home for a lunch or something like that. And so they don't have time to wait. So it's already cooked from the morning. It's because as soon as they hit the rice paddies or the fields or whatever, so literally they pick all day. Um, so having a base, like this is a base stir fry. I had some chives, some carrots, some lettuce. I made do with what I had, and pretty much that was it. Um, throw some soy sauce, some salt and pepper, and a little thing of sugar. Okay, call it a day. Uh-oh, who's beeping me? We couldn't probably stay tuned. Never thought about adding water. Can from the can. Yeah. No, it's not parboiled. The rice is right from grain, and then and my whole thing is one. If you're using whatever container it is, it's one container plus 1.5 of water. So, like, um, I didn't find my rice thing, so I put one half cup in there. So I put a half cup, and a little bit. Now I overdid the half cup, but that's why I had to let some out. But earlier, because it was to the rim, the half cup was lower than that, so I put in way too much water. But I knew it because I've been cooking rice for a long time, all my life. I used to do the finger one, yes, but it's just easier. 1 cup to 1.5 water, whatever the container is. But it is not parboiled. It is back there cooking. I just have a little 2-cupper, 3-cupper. I think I can go up to 5 cups, but I only think I've ever done 2 cups because usually it's just me. Okay. So, who's been binging me? And no one. Okay, good. I thought maybe I was like off. Comments being deleted or something. Okay. Yeah, it's straight out of I use this is nishiki rice from the Asian store, or you can use Botan at Walmart. Walmart has Botan in little like 5-pound bags or something. It's enough to fill up this whole thing. And this whole thing will last me about 3 months. So, because it's just myself. So, okay. Rice is done. Yeehaw. Ugh. Got the dropsies today. Oh, I have it over there. Oh, where's my... Look, guys. I got pot holders. Oh, man. Now it's saying it's not done. Did I misread it? Did I misread it? Well, I don't know. I swear I'm having the dropsies today. Ugh. No, it's done. Woohoo! Okie dokie. All right. Alrighty. So now we take our stir fry, put it on the top. Now I will just take some, I like onions. So I will put some onions in here. And a little bit more of the, and there we go. This is my steak stir fry, guys. Pretty much yum, yum, give me some. I don't know if you can see it. Over white rice. Now, if you like brown rice, go ahead, use brown rice. But that is what I'm eating. Now, I'll have a salad later, probably as a snack or something. Add some carrots to it. I didn't use all of the, I don't know how the water chestnuts and the bean sprouts are, because usually I get those fresh. So this will be something new for me. Got some water to drink. All right. All right. Blessed is the Lord, and these are gifts that you're about to see from the bounty through Christ our Lord. Amen. God is good. God is great. Let us thank Him for our food. May all the souls of faithfully departed through the mercy of God rest in peace. Amen. Father, and Holy Spirit. Amen. Here we are. Yum, yum. Give me some. Let me just see. Better to marinate the meat. Still tasty, but could use more flavoring as far as the sauce. So even if it's just a teriyaki sauce or greens are greens. Wow. Water chestnuts are crunchy, surprisingly. I've never had canned chestnuts. So good. Let's see what's yes, I don't use jasmine rice or long grain rice. Even my sushi is short grain rice. So yeah, I tend to only use short grain. I don't think I have jasmine for anything, honestly, or balsamic, or balsami. Ramen noodles. Yeah, you can have ramen noodles. Tim likes the rice noodles. Literally, they cook up like nothing. I have lived on white rice most of my life, so and nothing beats a fresh bowl of white rice. So and it doesn't take long to make it. It's just, as long as you plan it out. So to me, I'd rather just wait and have white rice. But Tim has rice noodles that are actually quite good. Well, there's a difference because there is sweet rice that I use for mochi, and that's a short grain rice. But there is nishiki and botan. Those are two common ones that are short grain. That's what I grew up on. But there is one it's called sweet white rice. And those are for like mochi and desserts and things like that. So there is a difference. I just don't I get the callus. I don't get the sweet. The sweet is for mochi. And then when I make mochi that I put in my miso soup, that is a separate kind of rice. You can't use um, nishiki or botan. You have to use specifically sweet rice. Yeah. Sticky rice, and even sticky rice, it's funny because the difference between this kind of rice that I made, which is 1.5 cups per 1 cup of rice. Okay. If you wanted a sticky rice, you would do 2 cups per 2 to 1. All it is just adding more water, but the taste stays the same unless you get the sweet rice. There's one that is specifically sweet rice that we use for mochi. Okay. And that really it ends up being like a dough. Mochi is like a dough, and all it is pounded sweet rice. And you make them into little patties and you stick that in like miso soup, or you make a dessert out of it, put ice cream in the middle. You have that all the time at the restaurants, all the time. And we eat this while it's hot, guys. mm. Lunch looks great. Yeah. Thank you. Rice noodles. Yeah, Tim loves them because they're like, you put them in water and boom, they're done. Quick and easy. Rice takes about, anywhere between 15 and 20 minutes. But I prefer the white rice like this. And it's now you can add your seasoning if you want a little spicy, add some, chili peppers or whatever, but you can use whatever seasoning you want. But this is just how I do it. Simple, easy, cook what you like. Mochi is Mochi. Mochi. You can look it up on the internet. But they have mochi ice cream all the time at the restaurants, at the Asian restaurants. It's a doughy outer with the ice cream in the middle. Well, that dough is actually sweet rice that's been pounded into dough, and you can basically form whatever you want. Moochie. Not that kind of mooch. Not Mooch. Mochi. Moochie. Chi. See, that's your Japanese lesson. And the meat is definitely, counts for, the only meat they really had that was any good was this beef rib, short rib meat, boneless short rib meat. It is a little tougher than steak, but it was cheaper too. I mean, they wanted like $17 or $20 for a little piece of steak, and I'm like, oh no, this was like $4.50. No, here's a trick about any kind of meat. It's about the cooking. So if I would have pan fried this first, got it decent, okay, had it just only seared, and I boiled it for 2 hours, it would be like filet mignon, okay? But just didn't have the time. So it is a tough piece of meat. You get what you pay for, but I don't want to spend $20 on a steak. This was fine for me. Let's see what we got. Oh. Anyway, pretty much does it, guys. I know I was a little late. I'm gonna clean up and finish up my my lunch here. But thanks for joining me for another lunch live. Next lunch live, I don't know when it will be because I will be in Drayton. I don't know what my schedule is. If it's daytime, nighttime, who knows? I will have to adjust. So until I know more about what's going on, the lunch lives will be put on pause until I can make sure that I'm available for them. Okay? So, because it's a 24/7, 7 days a week operation. So while I'm there, I work a 12-hour shift, 12 hours off. So during that time, I don't know if I'll have time to do a live lunch, but we'll see how it goes. How's that? Oh, baking soda. Normally, I just add salt. Baking soda. Never even thought about that. Well, thank you for showing up, Ivan. I do appreciate you. Exactly. Thanks. I'm going to have to try that out. But thank you guys. So I will be hitting the road Friday. Sunday's my next live. So I will be on the road somewhere. So I will be in Fuzzy on the way with Zeus to go up to the beet harvest. I don't know where I'll be, but that's what's going to happen. All right, y'all. So thanks for joining, and I'll see you guys on Sunday if I don't, talk to you sooner. All right. Let's see what we got. Good luck. Safe travels. Thanks, Sora. See you Sunday. Thank you so much. All right, everybody. Take it easy. And as always, stop dreaming it. Start living it. Bye, guys. I got to end it. Bye.